All right, so Thanksgiving is coming up, right? And most people will be somewhere eating, getting their grub on. And I don't know if you ever been, either somebody asks you, "Hey, I'm gonna be late, or I'm not gonna be there." Set a plate to the side. Save me a plate. Or you might have been the one that's not going to be there, and you tell somebody that is going to be there, "Save me a plate." It's going to be a lot of food there, a lot of people eating, and you just want them grab some food, make you a little plate, wrap it up with some aluminum foil, put it in the refrigerator, put it to the side. But basically, you want them to take some food away from the rest of the food, put it aside for you, because if they just if they don't, you're not gonna eat. So, uh, so basically, you want them to save your plate, okay? And I was just thinking about is this word that we use, this word holy, and we think of the word holy. When we think of the word holy, we think of it as meaning something like so who, and something kind of vague. But when you look it up in the Hebrew, it's a few different words. We got the word kodesh, and that word is kind of like the noun version. You have Qadosh, that's kind of like, I guess, the verb. Then you have Qadosh. Qadosh is the adjective that's describing something. Something is Qadosh, okay? And so the word for holy is the Hebrew word Qadosh. And what that word actually means is simply, basically, set apart. Something that's set apart. Be holy, be set apart. And, the Father has called us to be holy. And meaning he's called us to be set apart. When we just say be holy, it makes it seem kind of vague, like, well, what does that mean? But it puts the action to it when you say be set apart. That clarifies it. I want you to be a person that is set apart for my purposes. Just the same way you took that food away from all the common food, you took it and you took it apart, wrapped it up, and you put it aside and set it apart from everything else for a specific person. This cannot be eaten by everybody else now. This is Ray Ray's. This Keisha plate. So this is for this specific person. Everybody else can't have it. Okay? It's been set apart. Okay? So, and we are a people, if we call on his name, that have been set apart for a specific purpose. We've been set apart for him. We've been set apart from everybody, from common use. Everybody else can't have. Everybody else can't have us. The world can't have us. We're set apart from the world. We're set apart from what everybody else in the world is doing for his purposes. We're set apart. We're set apart for his purposes. So what does that mean? That means that we can't continue in the things that we were in before. We can't continue to do common things as if we don't have a purpose. We're for him. So, we are set apart. We are Qadosh unto him. What else does he say? He says in his word that if you read the commandments, he says that I've set apart a day. He set apart the seventh day and made that day holy. And, a lot of people hear, the 7 days holy, and they say, well, all days are holy. I make any day holy. I praise God on any day. I worship every day, and this doesn't matter what day. Well, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Keep it Kadosh. Keep it set apart. So this day has been set apart by the Father from all other days. So this day is set apart for a specific purpose that he ordained for that day from the beginning when he created the day. So there's a day that's set apart. There's a people that are set apart unto him. We each individually are set apart. We collectively as a people are set apart for his purposes. Okay, so we are holy, we are kadosh, we are set apart, we are separate. And I mean, if you told somebody to set a plate aside for you, and then you get there later on, everybody looking all full, and the food is scarce, and you like, okay, well, where's my plate? You know, and everybody get to looking all crazy, and it's in the refrigerator. Oh, no, it's on the table. I think Ray Ray took it. And you done worked up an appetite, and you like, well, where's my plate? You expecting your plate to be set aside for you when you come for it. And the Father is expecting his people to be set aside for his purposes. When he comes to each one of us, he's expecting us to be living set apart for his purposes when he comes for us, and when Messiah comes back, he's looking for his people that are set apart according to his purposes. So, but if we aren't living that, it's gonna be a problem when he comes back and it's like, well, where are you? Why are you scattered amongst everything common? Why is it when I come looking for you, separate, set apart from me, I'm finding you amongst everything that I told you to come out from among? I said, come out from among them and be what? Holy. Be set apart for my purposes. But when he comes for many of us, we're still scattered among everything else. Everything that we're supposed to come out of, we're still a part of it. And it's still a part of us in our minds, in our hearts. It is in us. It's a part of our desires. It's a part of our own will. It's a part of our thoughts. It's a part of our habits, our mentality. Our daily activities show that we're still a part of that common place when we're supposed to be set apart. So, when, you know, next time you tell somebody to save you a plate, set it to the side for you, and they don't do it. Think about how the Father may feel, when he tells us to live, to think, to act set apart for him, and we just kind of disregard it. That's what was on my mind today, and just wanted to share that. So, let us live and understand just that word holy, and just get a better understanding of what that means. Now that we know that holy means set apart, let's strive to be set apart in all of our ways, and set apart unto Yahweh for his purposes, set apart in our hearts and in our minds and in our interactions with each other. So, shalom.